Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell by the beginning of this video, I am canning up some corn. Now I do have a video on me canning corn in the past, so I will link that video down below and up in the iCards. So I didn't take you along the process, but today is kind of a canning day for me. We will see how much we get done. I plan on doing blackberry jam, and then also I have some zucchini in the freezer and I kind of want to do something with that. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'm just gonna kind of take one thing at a time. Next we're gonna work on the blackberry jam. For the corn, just a really quick rundown of what I did. That was corn. I am trying to kind of like clear out my freezers in preparation to add other things back in. So I did buy that corn from Azure Standard. It's frozen corn, and I'm doing the raw pack cold method, where I actually rinsed the corn off. So I got some of the ice particles off of the corn, and then I filled my jars, did cold water, did the whole process, and then I put them in the canner cold, and I turned the heat on really low, and it's just gonna come up to temperature really slowly. So that way we don't risk breaking any jars. What else? So I am going to make jam today. I'm gonna be doing a low sugar blackberry jam. I don't know how many jars I'll get, but let's get started and I will bring you along on what I'm doing. Okay, so I have some blackberries here that I did purchase from Azure Standard. I bought this before the holidays in preparation for just all the holiday baking that I wanted to do. But I also did want to make jam. Now I didn't use as much of these blackberries as I wanted to over the holidays, or I thought I would use. So I'm gonna be making up a lot of blackberry jam. I am gonna save some. I'm gonna measure out in like Ziploc bags. Actually, I might do them in the food saver bags. I'm gonna measure out like 4 cups of berries, maybe like 2 or 3 bags, just to keep in the freezer for future like cobblers or something. So yeah, we're gonna do some blackberry jam, and then depending on how much I have, I might make like blackberry pie filling. That sounds good. So I don't know, we'll see. So just come along and let's see how much we get out of this. Now I usually go pick blackberries every year, but the last 2 years I have not been able to, so I'm gonna do a heaping 6 cups of blackberries in each bag for future cobblers. Okay, so I got 2 foods vacuum sealed things for the freezer. I think I might do 1 more because I still have quite a bit, maybe 2 more for the freezer. I have 15 cups of blackberries in there for my recipe that I'm following. I will link the recipe I am following, and I'm tripling it. Goal today is to have 0 blackberries in this box because I want this big box out of my freezer because it takes up a lot of space. So, I mean, 15 cups, that's gonna be a lot of blackberries. I think I might do pie filling if I can. I'm gonna have to look up a recipe because I do not have clear gel. Okay, for this recipe, I need some sugar. I am doing very low sugar and no pectin. I'm going to boil it down to where it creates its own pectin. So we're gonna do that. I am gonna put a few spoons in the freezer right now this will be our test if it's kind of gelled enough with the no pectin recipe. Okay, so for the tripled recipe, I'm going to be doing 3 cups of sugar. Again, this is a low sugar recipe. I will link. It's 2, 3. That was a half a cup, measuring cup I was using. Okay, and then we're gonna add some lemon juice. So we're gonna add, for the tripled recipe, 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, if I can get this open. Look how pretty that is. Okay, I'll bring you back when this is a little bit more cooked down. Okay, so I was gonna do pie filling, but I don't have clear gel, and from online, there's nothing really a replacer for clear gel, and I don't really wanna have to thicken it when I get it out for pie filling. I don't know. So I'm not gonna be doing the pie filling today. I might save these though. We got quite a bit, and I wanna do at least 7 quart jars of pie filling. So I think I'll just tie the bag up and do that another day. I'm gonna order some, and then I'll probably show you that in a different video. Also, I don't know how far along I'm gonna get today because my son is home and he's napping right now. So looks like he's waking up. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. We got a little bit of foam going on, but I'm just gonna let it boil down for a little bit longer and then we're gonna test it. Okay, so I'm going to do the spoon test to see if it is gelled enough for my liking. Okay, so I just want to show you, I have my frozen spoon, and the test is when you rub your finger through it, that it doesn't like go back down. So it's a little runnier than I want it to be. See how it dripped? You can even do the back of the spoon. You just go like that. It's getting there. It's just a little runnier. It will kind of, like, you'll know once you dip your frozen spoon in there, it kind of like gels pretty much immediately. So it's a little bit more runny. So we're gonna let it go for about 10 more minutes. So this has taken me probably close to 40 minutes already, and it's because I started with frozen blackberries, and it's just cooking off all of that water. So when you do no pectin, like adding no pectin, it can take a while to get that natural pectins to come out. I think we are calling it. I did it for about 10 more minutes and it looked pretty good, so we'll see how that turns out. Next time I do this recipe, I'm going to take the time and take the seeds out. I'm not a fan of blackberry seeds in my jam. That's just kind of personal preference. I know some people don't really care. So we're gonna go to a 1/4 inch headspace on this. And if you're not sure what that is, if you have one of these little measuring tools, you can get it in like a canning kit. It's that first little notch right there. Okay, so I do have some vinegar on my towel here, and I'm just gonna wipe the rims. That kind of like cuts the grease or the sticky sugar, I mean, or grease if you're canning with something else. Okay, so I am going to end this video here. I will show you the jars as they're coming out of the canner. I was going to can up something else, but as I've been looking up ingredients, I don't have everything to make like a pie filling or something that I want to do with rhubarb. So if you have any ideas for, I only have a small amount of rhubarb, so if you have any ideas for that, I've never actually had rhubarb in my life before I grew it, and I've tried it from my garden, but so I don't know about like recipes with it. So if you have any good suggestions for that, let me know. I'm gonna do blackberry pie filling because that sounds really good. I need to order stuff for that, but I'll take you along on all that. It will just have to be in a separate video. So I'll show you all of the jars as they're coming out of the canner, and yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.